Welcome back, everybody. It's been over 4 months now since the shooting at Annunciation Catholic School and Church in Minneapolis. And since then, people from across the state, the city, and even the country have shown their support for Annunciation students and families. And months later, this community still needs a lot of your love and support. So this morning, we are sharing how you can get involved. We are talking to Annunciation alumnus and Crosstown Young Life Director, Darby Vokes. Thanks so much for being here, as well as Barb Williamson, who is a sales manager at Donald's Uniform, about this effort that's currently underway, this partnership between you two. So first of all, Darby, let's start with you. Tell us about your involvement at Annunciation and when you attended school there and what that experience was like for you.
Totally. So I went to Annunciation K through 8, and Annunciation is and always has been like a small town in the middle of the city. It has been a close-knit community. It has been a community that raised me. And when my parents had a divorce, Annunciation was the reason my family was able to persevere and push through. And it became a special place. All my best friends I met in kindergarten, and now I'm 30.
Wow.
And I realized that it was such a special place and was excited to get back involved when professionally the opportunity afforded itself to help oversee the youth program there with Ellie Schmitz, our director of youth ministry, and with Young Life. And now we get to help kids have the same experience I had. So it hasn't just been close to home. This tragedy has been home. So it's been an honor to be supporting a community that helped raise me in such an important time.
And this is a big way that people can get involved right now. So Barb, tell us a little bit about Donald's Uniform participation in this. How did this sort of effort come about? And just tell us about the collaboration to begin with.
Well, I was contacted by Teresa. Darby had worked with Teresa. She's a business administrator at Annunciation. And she reached out to Donald's to ask if we could work with them to acquire hats. And you have a hat.
Right here.
Hats too, also here. And I then reached out to one of my suppliers, Sanmar, and worked with them in acquiring 500 hats and had them embroidered. And we donated them to the alumni of Annunciation. And we also have a few at our stores, so that if people would like to come in and purchase a hat, we have a way for them to purchase them at our store as well. So we have the QR code that Annunciation gave us, and then so that the people scan the QR code and pay for them at the store, and then they take a hat.
And maybe you can share a little bit more about how the proceeds from the sales will actually help Annunciation students.
Yeah, totally. So if we're able to sell all of these hats, it'll be $15,000, which will go towards supporting students, emotional health. It'll go towards supporting church staff. It'll go towards supporting everything that we try to do that's kid-facing at Annunciation. So the needs are still high, and I think it's important that people understand that is the world has in some ways moved on to the next tragedy, which is heartbreaking. We have more news headlines, we have more things that grab our attention, but our kids haven't. And as someone who has been supporting our team, who's been walking with kids in small groups, at youth group, at club, we see that kids are devastated because they're like, hey, we haven't moved on. And we want to make sure that the church and our team has the resources to support these kids for the long haul. The staffing, the mentors, the leaders, the retreats, the programming, the scholarships for kids to have the support that they need.
Can you share a little bit more about what it's been like for students and families over the past few months going back to school?
Yeah, totally. I think it's been really hard. I don't think there's no playbook for this. You know, we've had to tell our staff, there's no playbook for this. There is no silver bullet to fix the situation. You can't think your way out of it. So it's been a challenge to decide what to do. It's hard to please everybody because there's people that have been really hungering for normalcy. And then there's people that have said, hey, things are never gonna be normal again. And our hope is, things may never be the way they used to be, but maybe there can still be healing on the other side.
And Barb, if you can briefly maybe share why it was important for you and the folks at Donald's Uniform to actually collaborate with Annunciation on this.
You know, what happens in the schools is very important to us as well. You know, we're in the business of uniforms, but you know, it's a family. I mean, it's what we all believe in, and we just wanted to be of some help. It was just, we have several customers that were affected. I mean, I had the news on all day behind me, and I had customers coming in and saying that their niece or it was one of the people that was injured and they're in the hospital right now, and we would say prayers right at the register for the people that were, it was just very heartbreaking, just very heartbreaking. And we wanted to, when Annunciation reached out, we thought, oh, that's such a wonderful thing. At first we were trying to think of ways to get involved right away and to help.
Yeah.
But that was taken care of. That was, they reached out, and that was like, okay, that's wonderful. We'll be able to do that.
Yeah. Well, this is one way that so many people within our community can actually participate and help and show their love and their support. Thank you both so much for being here. We really appreciate it. If you'd like more information on this, we do have the QR codes right now on your screen. Feel free to just kind of scan those with the camera on your phone. It'll take you directly to the website.